Every man at some point has asked himself, how do I actually get what I want from a woman? Not just attention, not just a text back. I'm talking about real connection, respect, intimacy, loyalty, the stuff that actually matters. Here's the problem. Most guys go about it completely backwards. They beg, they over-explain, they try to buy their way into a woman's heart. And in the process, they end up looking weak, desperate, and easy to walk all over. Now, before you start thinking this is about bashing women, it's not. Women aren't the enemy here. The real problem is that too many men don't understand the game they're playing. They step into relationships without strategy, without standards, and without any sense of leverage. And when that happens, you lose every single time. So in this video, I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to show you exactly how to get what you want from a woman without begging, without manipulating, and without losing yourself in the process. And here's my promise. If you stick with me until the end, you'll never look at relationships the same way again. You'll understand why women respond to some men with total respect and admiration, and why they treat others like an afterthought. Let's begin. 1. Don't beg for her attention. Let's start with the number one thing that kills attraction faster than anything else. Begging for her attention. And if you have been with me on this channel, you must have heard me talking about this. Now, you might not think you're begging, but let me break it down. Double texting when she doesn't reply? Begging. Liking all her posts, hoping she notices you? Begging. Rearranging your schedule just to fit hers when she hasn't shown you the same energy? That's begging too. And here's the truth most men don't want to face. The moment you start chasing like that, you lose all leverage. You stop being the man she's drawn to, and you start looking like a fan. Women don't fall for fans, they fall for leaders. Let me give you a scenario. Imagine you're texting a girl you like. You send her, "Hey, how's your day?" She doesn't reply. A few hours later, you send another, "Just checking in, you must be busy." Still nothing. The next morning, you try again with, "Good morning." By this point, you're thinking you're showing consistency. But what she's really thinking is, this guy has nothing better going on. He's way too available. Here's the punchline. If she wanted to reply, she would. Period. Every time you send that extra text, you're teaching her that your attention is cheap and that she doesn't have to do anything to earn it. Now think about the men women chase. Are they blowing up her phone? Are they constantly trying to prove themselves? They're focused on their mission, their purpose, their grind. Their energy says, "I'm the prize. My time is valuable. You have to earn a spot in my life." And that's exactly what makes women lean in. So let me hit you with some tough love. If you're constantly trying to remind her you exist, you're showing her you don't believe in your own value. And if you don't believe you're valuable, why would she? Here's the reflection I want you to sit with. Are you making her qualify for your attention? Or are you treating her like she's doing you a favor just by talking to you? And if that stings a little, good. That's your wake-up call. Because the guys who fix this one habit, they instantly separate themselves from 99% of men out there. Now, once you stop begging for attention, the next step is just as powerful, because it flips the entire dynamic in your favor. Most men make this mistake without even realizing it. They phrase everything as a question, and in the process, they hand over all the power. Before we go deeper, just do one thing for me. Hit the like button. If this is already hitting something real, what's coming next will hit even harder. Let's keep going. 2. Shift from asking to expecting. Now that we've handled begging, let's talk about the second mistake that keeps men stuck in the friend zone: asking instead of expecting. Most guys don't even realize they're doing this. They think they're being polite, respectful, and gentlemanly. But in reality, they're handing over all the power without even knowing it. Let me show you what I mean. Guy A says to a woman, "Hey, would you like to hang out Friday?" Sounds harmless, right? But let's break it down. What's he really communicating? 1, she's the prize. 2, he's waiting for her approval. And 3, she's in control of the situation. And guess what usually happens? She takes 6 hours to reply and says, "Maybe I'll let you know." Which, by the way, is code for "don't hold your breath." And that is a polite no. Now let's look at Guy B. He says, "I'm checking out this new spot Friday. Come with me." Do you feel the difference? He's not asking for permission. He's setting the frame. He's saying, "Here's what I'm doing. You can be part of it if you want." That's expectation. That's leadership. And women respond to that energy. Why? Because women are wired to respect certainty. Certainty signals confidence. Confidence signals leadership. And leadership is one of the most attractive traits a man can display. Think about it. Have you ever seen a powerful man, someone you actually look up to, ask for permission to lead? He makes decisions. He sets the tone, and people follow. But here's the catch. Expectation doesn't mean arrogance. It doesn't mean being pushy or demanding. It means you have a plan, you believe in it, and you invite her into your world. And here's something you need to reflect on. Are you living in such a way that you actually believe you're worth being followed? Or are you still hoping a woman will give you the green light to be the man you know you could be? Because once you make this shift, you'll notice something powerful. Women will either 1. Respect your lead and follow along. 2. Counter with an alternative like, "I can't Friday, but I'm free Saturday," which still shows interest. 3. Or they'll decline outright. And if they decline with no alternative, good. You just saved yourself wasted time and energy. Because a woman who's truly interested will always find a way to fit into your schedule. Always. Let me tell you something. Stop waiting for permission to be the man. Start acting like the man who already knows his worth. Because women don't follow uncertainty. They follow decisiveness. Now, here's the twist. Even if you stop begging and you start leading with expectation, there's still a missing piece. Because it doesn't matter how confident you are. If you're speaking the wrong language, she'll never feel that pull toward you. Most men talk to women in a way that kills attraction without even realizing it. But when you learn the language women actually respond to, everything changes. 3. Speak the language women love. And this one separates the guys women tolerate from the guys they chase. Here it is. You've got to learn to speak the language women actually respond to. See, most men think attraction is built through logic. They think if they present their resume, a good job, a car, stability, and a nice personality, that women will automatically want them. And sure, on paper, that sounds great. I will keep telling you this. Attraction doesn't live on paper. Attraction lives in how you make her feel. Here's a tough truth you need to hear. Women don't fall for the guy who makes the most logical sense. They fall for the guy who makes them feel alive. That's why you see women chasing men who are inconsistent, unpredictable, even toxic at times. It's not because they want drama. It's because that drama stirs up emotion. Now, I'm not telling you to be toxic. What I'm saying is, You need to create intrigue without being a jerk. You do this by being playful, teasing a little, keeping some mystery. Instead of laying all your cards on the table, you reveal yourself slowly. When she's curious about you, she's already invested. So here's your reflection moment. Are you talking to women in a way that makes them feel something? Or are you just another nice guy giving her the same conversation she's already sick of? Because the guys who master this, they stand out. They don't blend in with the rest. And women remember them. Now, even if you learn to spark emotion and keep her intrigued, there's still a dangerous trap most men fall into. And it kills attraction instantly. It's what I call the nice guy trap. And trust me, if you don't understand why being too nice actually backfires, you'll also keep getting stuck in the friend zone. 4. Don't be a nice guy. Now, don't twist this. I'm not telling you to be rude, cold, or selfish. What I'm saying is this. If your whole strategy with women is built on being overly nice, overly available, and overly accommodating, you've already lost. Here's why. Women don't fall for men who are desperate to please them. They fall for men who have standards, who set boundaries, and who aren't afraid to say no. Let's paint a picture. Imagine you're always the guy bending over backwards. She cancels on you last minute? You smile and say, "No problem." She flirts with another guy right in front of you? You laugh it off like it doesn't matter. She disrespects your time, your energy, your effort. And you keep showing up, hoping that if you're just nice enough, she'll eventually see your worth. But let me ask you this. If she can treat you however she wants, and you never push back, why should she ever respect you? Why should she ever see you as a man she can trust, lean on, and admire? She won't. Being nice without backbone isn't kindness. It's weakness. And women can sense it instantly. Now don't get me wrong. Being a gentleman, being respectful, being kind, those are powerful traits when they come from strength. But being nice because you're afraid of losing her, or because you're scared of conflict, that's the kiss of death. Here's the reflection I want you to have right now. Are you being kind because it's who you are? Or are you being nice because you're hoping it'll buy her approval? That difference is everything. Because here's the harsh reality. When you're the guy who's always too nice, you don't end up as the man she desires. You end up as the man she tolerates. Or worse, the man she uses until someone else shows up who actually has a spine. So what's the fix? Stand firm in who you are. Set boundaries. Let her know, without attitude, but with absolute clarity, what you will and won't accept. The moment you do that, two things happen. Women who don't value you disappear, and the right kind of women step up and respect you more than ever. And that's the point. You don't win by being the nice guy. You win by being the real guy. The one who can be kind, but never weak. Respectful, but never spineless. Loving, but never desperate. So let me leave you with this. Stop trying to please your way into her heart. Be a man with a backbone, a man with standards, and you'll be shocked at how differently she looks at you. If this helped you in any way, drop a comment below and just write value. I want to know who's actually ready to level up and take control.